Yellow Jacob here with some Minnesota Wild news. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, yeah, today is Expansion Draft Wednesday. So, what does that mean? Well, supposedly that meant, keyword here meant, that we were going to find out tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Boy, was I wrong. It is currently 12:05 Central Time, and we pretty much know everybody that Seattle picked. At least the first 30 picks from each of the 30 NHL teams that are eligible or that are, I guess, forced to lose a player, for lack of a better term. But yeah, the only team that doesn't lose a player is Vegas, but then again, something in the NHL agreement with them being the newest team and all that stuff. Well, I really don't get all that. But anyway, back to the video at hand here. So yeah, the Minnesota Wild have lost pretty much what everybody thought they were going to lose. And at least according to everything I've seen here, in Carson Soucy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I would have probably projected him to be the number one pick that, Minnesota was going to lose. But, again, this also kind of comes in just... Basically, this brings up another point that I kind of want to talk about here, but I'll bring that up here in a minute. But, yeah, so Minnesota lose defenseman Carson Soucy to the Seattle Kraken. Great player, hopefully he has a good future, and hopefully he does well in Seattle. I mean, it's basically all I have to say there, nothing crazy, nothing horrible, Just kind of glad we still have Kakinen, all things considered, but anyway. But yeah, anyway, back to what I said earlier about how we already know all of the players, like literally 6 hours plus before the actual show. Boy, I hate when people leak stuff on the internet. Jesus. I mean, and the sad part is, it's reporters. It's actual paid reporters. It's not even your mom and pop just sitting in their basement. Boy, it just kind of ruins the surprise, which, well, is a lot of the reason why I love watching stuff like this, because normally, if nobody tells you what's going on, then, you find out all together, and, well, raw emotions, baby. But yeah, it kind of just lets the air out of the sails when you already know who's gone before, well, they're supposedly going to announce it on the television. Now, with that said, though, obviously, we know most of the players now, but is there other stuff that goes into it, that went into it? Like, how do the trades go down? What are the picks like? Is it going to be like sign-in trade stuff, this, that, the other thing? But still, it's kind of annoying when you already know all the picks before, well, they announce the picks. It's the same thing with all the drafts. I mean, that's why I try to avoid Twitter as much as possible. But, I mean, even when it's the main guys, like, literally the blue checkmark reporters, and like Friedman and those guys, it's just like, then what's the point of having the show? Just check on Facebook, check on Twitter, check on the internet. Good night, everybody. So anyway, back to the point of this video here. The Minnesota Wild, at least as of now, are going to lose Carson Soucy to the Seattle Kraken. Now, as far as all the details and stuff like that is concerned, well, we'll probably know more later, or if Minnesota gets anything back. But, like I say, if anything changes, I'll be sure to make a follow-up video. But again, it's just kind of annoying when you already know all the players that have been picked up by Seattle before, well, they're supposedly going to announce what's going on. But yeah. So until we meet again, this is Jacob. I also stay tuned here as the NHL draft is coming up, so That'll be here in a few days, and then before you know it, training camp starts for the Vikings. So yeah, it's going to get pretty busy pretty quickly around here. So stay tuned for that. And until we meet again, have a good day.